let's go. Raise your hands for questions.
We're still doing off the end.
At the end, yes. Ross?
Sorry.
Curtly, you must have been quite thrilled with that try in the second minute. Was that sort of a bit of the new attacking style that Tony Brown's brought in, and you guys went down the one end, down the other? Was that sort of his influence there, and is that something you've been enjoying?
Yeah, no, it's always nice to contribute to the team. Yeah, I think Coach Tony brought in some new stuff, and yeah, for us to play rugby, and yeah, I think it worked well. They're on the edge for me, and yeah, like I said, it's nice to contribute for the team.
Because you've been around long enough in the box to experience success against Ireland and all the disappointments. What did there come to your mind when you guys won tonight?
Yeah, playing against Ireland is always difficult for us, especially since Russian took over. We haven't won against him, so it was a good challenge for us. I think we built a lot of squad depth, experience in the team over the last few years, so I think that helped a lot for us to win the game tonight.
Percy?
Peter, can I ask you, there was a time when the match was still on a knife. It's very tight at the moment, and then you brought in that whole bench of yours. Were you, as taking over as the captain, were you still confident that you guys can still maintain the lead and still secure this victory?
That's the thing about this team. We always buy into what's happening. We believe in the plan, we believe in the system, and I think that's what contributes to the success of this whole team and the whole campaign over this last few years. So Rassi used to say he always gets the right people, and the right people that buys into the plan and agrees on it. And when it's time to discuss the plan, we discuss it, but when we walk out of the team room, we all buy straight into that. So that definitely plays a role in the success of this team. And when they brought up, I think halftime, they mentioned to us he's itching to put 6 guys on at the same time. So, and we just agreed to the plan.
That's really new to South Africa, bringing the entire bomb squad on. Even the whole crowd had like a sound when the replacements came on.
Yeah, I think, of course, there's a strategy behind it and a plan. Tonight it worked for us. It can definitely go against you as well. But like I said, they did their research and the homework, and of course that we were lucky enough that it worked for us tonight.
Ken?
Congratulations, guys, on your win. Curtly, wonderful try, and thanks for making Jamie Osborne reappear after he disappeared and like that on the field. But are you a bit worried that your try is maybe going to get overshadowed a bit? I mean, I don't know, the forwards already talking about their pushover scrum being the try of the match.
Yeah, no, I think at the end of the day, it's a team effort, and yeah, I think we all work hard to contribute, and like Piri said, we all buy into the plan, and yeah, it doesn't matter who scores, or at the end of the day, we all win. Yeah.
Pieter-Steph, just a question around the fact that the team played really well today. Moving forward, next week, what would you be wanting to work on?
Yeah, I think a lot of the mistakes we made tonight, or the points we left out there, was our own mistakes we made, especially in the breakdown. That's something we really wanted to focus on, and I think they got us there at some spots, and that's something we'll probably go back and we'll do some hard work tonight and tomorrow as well, and then we start Monday. Like the coaches mentioned, now they're going to put in the hard yards now and make sure Monday we're ready to go again, and we can hopefully be ready next Saturday again and hopefully do a better performance.
Pieter-Steph, as you mentioned that some of the guys have started blowing around the 50th. We know it's Loftus, it's high, it's yeah. What are you guys expecting in Durban? Do you feel you're going to be better adapted to playing there, or how do you see that?
Yeah, I think it's probably going to open the game a bit more. Being next to the coast and so on, this being an altitude, but again. I don't think most of the guys here played here 3 weeks against the Bulls for Leinster. So we spoke about all those scenarios and stuff that might influence the games. I think it probably did caught us a bit and them as well at some point. And that's why they did that 6 subs at the same time. But yeah, going to Durban, I think it's probably going to even the playing field a bit more.
Pieter soos ek in Engels gevra het, daar was 'n stadium gewees dat die wedstryd op 'n mespunt was. Toe julle die 6+ van gebring het, was jy as kaptein dan nog seker dat julle in hierdie wedstryd sal bly en dan die wedstryd sal deurtrek?
Ja, ek dink dit is altyd wat ons span so bymekaar bring, is dat almal inkoop in die planne. Laat ons in die spankamer bespreek wat ons vooruit gaan doen. As daar goed is, dan moet ons saamstem en dit sal uitlig. En as ons daar uitstap, koop almal in. So ek dink dis die groot bydrae aan die sukses van die hele span, is dat almal inkoop. En toe halftyd gesê het, hy oorweeg om al 6 ouens gelyk op te sit. Niemand het enigstens betwyfel of so nie. Ons glo dis die regte besluit. En as dit nie is, sal die ouens wat die besluit gemaak het, eers hulle hand opsit en sê, dis boys, dit was ongelukkig 'n verkeerde besluit en kom ons gaan na die volgende stap toe.
Weet jy, almal praat van jou 3, maar jy het 'n paar harde duikslae ingesit en baie keer jou kop in die raks gesteek. Is dit vir jou doelwit nie net om agter die palle te gaan kuier nie, maar ook seker te maak dat as 'n stit met 'n bal hardloop, dat jy probeer om hom te stuit, maak nie saak van die size difference nie.
Ja, nee, definitief. Ja, soos ek worry nie meer so much oor attackie. Ja, so my fokuspunt is nog meer op defense, want obviously is ek klein en baie ons gaan my targets, so ja, as ek goed in defense kan wees, dan is dit 'n goeie bydrae tot die span.
Kan ek net vra, sorry as mag, ons het vandag vanaand weer gesien hoe groot rol, nie net vir jy en Cheslin 3 drukkie, maar julle rol op die veld. Verstaan julle nou as byvoorbeeld vleuels, en jy gesê is redelik klein nou jouself, as ek het nie gesê nie. Verstaan julle nou julle rol meer as net om 3 druk in die nasionale opset?
Ja, nee, definitief. Ek dink ja, dankie hulle sou skies as ons nie contactly, so ja, ek dink dit is ook 'n groot fokus vir ons om seker te maak dat wie ever op ons afhardloop, dat ons hy momentum kan stop, so ja.
Okay.
Pieter-Steph, you found yourself out towards the wing quite a lot today as well. It's obviously something that worked well for you guys tonight. Just how much of a role, though, in giving yourselves that greater width, those quick offloads from carries play? I mean, there seemed to be a lot more offloading tonight, and last game against Wales as well. But there were also patches in both games, and I think especially tonight around the sort of 50-minute mark where you guys had possession for a long time, but it just didn't seem to go anywhere because there were sort of 50-50 passes. And are you guys still trying to perfect that kind of offloading game to get you that width?
Yeah, we've got a 20-80 principle, where we say 20% of the time it's going to go against you and 80% is going to work for you. And that's where Tony comes in and brings a whole different mindset for us. And again, we're a relatively new team with new coaches and a whole new style as well, trying to play with all the laws and the game being able to change. So we've got to adapt, and we're quite proactive and positive for all the new rules and stuff that's coming out there. So we've got to play within it and find ways to work around it and work towards so it suits us. Again, with the offloads, it's something Tony brought in, and we're trying to perfect and make our game a bit faster as well.
2 more questions there, and then we're done.
I think Pieter-Steph, if we judging by what we saw in Chasing the Sun, there was a lot of emotion put towards the Ireland game in the World Cup. Now you finally got one over Ireland. You've just been with the guys, I presume, in the change room. How's the feeling of finally getting that mini hoodoo out of the way from the Irish, and what's the immediate reaction from the change room?
Again, it's playing a top quality side like Ireland. It's nice to, number one and number two, to play against each other. We're fortunate to play in South Africa, and we got to win tonight. And it's an awesome vibe. It's an awesome feeling. But again, it's still next weekend, so we don't want to focus on just tonight. There's another game, and we want to win that game as well. So that's the main thing for us.
Pieter-Steph, if you were to compare the loss in France, the 13-8 loss, to what you guys, your approach tonight and the game plan that you tried to implement, what would be the main differences, the biggest differences that you guys have noticed or felt between that loss and this victory?
In that game, we realised how big emphasis they put on the breakdown. Again, tonight, it was something, like I said, we really wanted to focus on, and they got the upper hand at some points for us. Got some vital turnovers. I think they almost like where if the 9 wants to pick up the ball, they try and time that counter ruck, almost when he picks up the ball, they knock the guy, or the guy in front on the ruck, think as you see the ball being lifted, you can switch off and almost go into the next spot, and you get counter rucked from that side. So that's something we believe put a focus on, and again, we're going to focus on that for the next game as well.
Guys, thank you very much. Dankie Pietie, dankie Curtis.
Thank you.